Oh, Techman. Techman, this is Mercury. This would be in Mercury Slime Cubus's Discord. I'm sorry, but you looted Bria, so I must make sure that Mercury Slime Cubus. But we do have dinosaurs still alive today, because chickens are dinosaurs. Like, birds are actual dinosaurs, yes. I'm gonna tell you now the story of the KPG extinction. Oh, no. Crocodiles are also archosaurs. That is correct, but they're not related to dinosaurs. Yes, but anyway, so the KPG extinction happened with an asteroid or meteor crashing into the Earth. Actually, no. Everyone, we're going to get a demonstration of this. Don't worry. We shall do the KPG extinction. Don't worry. This will be fun. Now, so we have this big hunk in the sky crashes down to Earth and goes. Okay. Now, this causes volcanoes to go and spew lava and lava. And the asteroid, we're still here with the asteroid, that does not look like a Friday, takes dust into the air and blocks out the sun. And basically, it stays that year for 1 to 2 years. I should have become a teacher. 1 to 2 years. Now, so this means that all the trees went black. All of them went black. And because the trees went black, then all the dinosaurs who were herbivores went black. And then you couldn't eat the herbivore dinosaurs. So then dinosaurs like the T-Rex went black. And so everything in that sort of died from the KPG extinction. The sun's blocked out, there's no photosynthesis. However, we have 2 extinctions. Oh, by the way, this was happening in the sea. However, you get teensy animals, so we're just gonna make a little squirrel here. We don't have squirrels yet. We do not have squirrels. So we've got mammals, very tiny mammals. And then we're gonna get little black, maybe tiny reptiles. Now these ones live because they have seeds. And they have nuts. Because they eat seeds and nuts, and those do not require photosynthesis. So basically, once the KPG extinction passed, so with all the clouds and everything passed and the sun came back, all the trees were going to be regrown. So these animals didn't need to eat those things. Yes, not all dinosaurs had nuts though. We do know this, Sean. We do know that not all dinosaurs had nuts. There are women and male dinosaurs. And I don't know if there were other genders. I don't know if I should be politically correct or not. Okay, but now that's the one exception. Now number 2. are the crocodiles. Now, while not every crocodile... Yeah, no, the dinosaurs didn't... look, no, they didn't have little sacks to store the nuts. I'm really sorry, but they didn't have bags yet. Sorry, Sean. They had no bags. So now we have the crocodiles. But the crocodiles equal the dinosaurs, right? Or at least the ichthyosaurs. So we'll have an ichthyosaur. Don't worry about the ichthyosaur or the plesiosaur, whichever was at the time. So, anyway. So, this one died, but this one survived. So, what's the difference? Well, the difference is that this one can go an entire year or more without eating. As you can tell, there was a good reason that one lived and one didn't. Because the one didn't need to eat. Because dinosaurs can go very long periods without eating, unlike most animals. They're pretty unique in that way. We will also later go into crocodile lineages if we need to. Anyway, so basically, once the sun came back and everything, the nuts and berries and the seeds were obviously then in the ground and trees grew and it returned. And that is the story of the KPG extinction. I'm probably gonna need to cut that in my VOD. I'm probably gonna need to download that VOD and cut it and put it somewhere. My explanation of the KPG extinction. Anyone like the explanation? It's my favorite extinction event. It's my favorite extinction event. Okay. Yeah, no. Dinosaurs, though, didn't... Look, so the dinosaurs who survived were the ones who stole your nuts. Yeah, Snoko, Sean, the dinosaurs who survived stole your nuts, and they were the birds. The birds stole your nuts. Pompeii is in a mass extinction. Pompeii was... Although it is my favorite volcanic explosion, must say it is one of my favorite ones. One of the few, if only ones that I remember. But it is my favorite volcanic explosion. I can explain. Who wants the story of Pompeii? Oh wait, I can make that into a time lapse. Technically, I'm not wondering about the nuts. I'm worried about the dino nuts. No, the dino nuts got stolen by the birds as well. Now we shall do the Pompeii mini extinction. The Pompeii mini extinction. I learned about this when I was reading a book when I was 9. It was fun. So anyway, Pompeii was a city, not a volcano. Pompeii is not a volcano. Please do understand this going forward. Pompeii, city. City in Italy. With pizza. Yeah. Anyway, so now that we know what Pompeii is, what we really are looking at is this volcano called Vesuvius. Don't worry about reading that. Don't worry. This is just Vesuvius was taking a nap. Vesuvius had a nap. And so, while Vesuvius took a nap, a town was built. I feel like I should probably make this into a storybook for kids with the way I'm telling it. But anyway, so we had a town. And this town was on a port. And this was a very important one for travel. And there were all these boats, and slaves are being traded, things like that. A lot of slave owners died this 9 different red light districts. Oh my! This is like Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah can be our next explanation. Yeah, anyway, so we got little boats here. We have a very happy city. Happy people. Happy people in togas. Happy people in togas. Need to be dressed. Vesuvius slept with everyone. This is fun. We shall pause for the ad. Nine, 8. We should make a whole dream stream where it's just history lessons with Kiki. Okay, I'll make sure to think of that for my event. Okay, if we hit 200 followers, 44 more. If we do, I would love to do the Tower of London. Definitely have one with Anne Boleyn and things like that. Henry VIII, and just being stupid. Yeah, so if I hit 200 followers, I will do an entire stream of just history lessons with Kiki. Okay? 200 followers and we do a history lesson with Kiki. Okay, either 200 followers or 5 subs. No, we'll go 9 subs or so, whatever. Whichever gets me to my emote blocks. I just want my emote blocks. But anyway, so we're back with the history lesson. We have happy people. Happy people with a little red light district, okay? They've got a little red light district. They've got trading. Oh, goodbye. Bye. See you tomorrow, probably, since all of you sleep when you come back. Okay, so they've got their trading. They've got all their gold. They're very wealthy. This is a very wealthy town because it's very prosperous and busy. It's busy, it's everywhere. But Vesuvius was actually not dead. Yes, to be fair, Vesuvius was asleep. People thought that Vesuvius was technically dead. Well, Vesuvius was not dead. Okay? Vesuvius was slowly waking up from its nap. And one morning, the people woke up and there was smoke. There was smoke. Lots of smoke. Vesuvius didn't like being ignored by the people. Vesuvius was an angry volcano and decided to give smoke. Okay? People threw shade, so Vesuvius throws shade. This is just shade. But this shade was deadly. Deadly shade. And so, everyone did one of 2 things. Either one, you run to your basement. Down the stairs. Home. Right under your home. And basement. And you hide. And you sit there with your popcorn. Now, number 2. you leave. Because the smoke was cloggy. People couldn't breathe. So you could not be outside in the smoke. So you either went to your basement, locked away in your house, or you went. You went on your donkey. You rode your donkey or your snake. I know they didn't ride snakes, but apparently I do, so there we go. These people are right, they have their togas. Yes, so they're like, well, we're coming back for our stuff. This is just like a small, I think the LA fires. Some people, actually no, everyone's a little smarter. Yeah, so these people went bye-bye. Stay or bye-bye. Now, Vesuvius wasn't just throwing shade. Vesuvius decided to throw heat, like massive heat. And so, Vesuvius went lava. And so, this went. So if you imagine a tsunami, so we had a tsunami. However, in a little town, but lava. And now we just add some heat. And as you can tell, okay, it didn't go like this. It went more house. Whee! And then it went down the stairs. And the people in the basement went dead. The people all went dead. However, because of the lava, people who were fleeing, because to be fair, some people had to work. So, when the lava came, their shadows were imprinted into the walls. They were burnt to a crisp and their shadows were burnt into the wall. Yeah, it was, and the entire town was just wiped off the map by this volcano. And I think a few other ones maybe, but this was like the big one. And that was the story of the angry Vesuvius who spit fire. Shall we draw, or are there any other stories that we want to tell? We've got Sodom and Gomorrah. We have the Megalodon. Okay, time for the biology lesson rather than the history lesson. Oh, technically it's a history lesson too. What on earth did I start doing? I should probably announce that this is Kiki History, but I would rather surprise everyone who joins us. With Hiroshima and Nagasaki, their actual shadows were burnt into the wall? Yeah, and I know Hiroshima and Nagasaki is probably best for a different stream when people are prepared for it. Because yikes, that was a massive crisis. And to be fair, I know a lot about World War II. I can probably tell more than most people can. I know about the Nazi leader. Okay, so let me get this qualified for something. Who was on drugs. The H word was on drugs. Which, and the N words, the Nas words, we don't want to use the other N word. The Na words, they used meth. They used meth. They got addicted to meth. In fact, most of Na Germany was addicted to meth. Oh my word. Chernobyl. 50 rots? Oh, did I get too excited? Are you okay, Fluffy? What does this mean? Fluffy? Fluffy. Okay, let me explain the radar test to you quickly. So, it's on a scale of 0 to 240. If you have a 0 to 65, you're not as likely to be autistic. 65 to 240, yes. Very high chances. You've got some decent chances. I think I was around 190-ish. I'm not quite certain. I was between 170 and 190. Fluffy? Congratulations, if that's how you feel. Because welcome to the club. Welcome to the club, Fluffy! You're definitely in this club. You're definitely in this club. That's what it means. Oh yeah, you're definitely in this club. And that's what it means. Now, in the case of Chernobyl, who knows? But I watched a documentary or two on this, so I feel very qualified after my documentaries. Chernobyl. Now, this was the case of a nuclear power facility. A nuclear power facility that, well, was run in Russia. Under I almost did the SSSR, but no, it was not the SSSR. Now, this was a very secretive bunch of people. Very secretive. Hate people. They hated people. They hated most people. They hated the Americans. They hated anyone who was capitalist. They hated themselves even, because honestly, the way they suppressed their own people, they also hated their own people. Yes, it was inside Ukraine, but at the time it was part of the USSR, so technically it counted as Russia. It was kind of just both. So anyway, now, during this beautiful thing, I don't know quite what went wrong, but there was a water thing or a test, and it went wrong. It went, they just left it be. Alright, I should be careful with politics. Good point. Thank you, Snugger. Thank you for saving my life. Anyway, so what happened was that this thing went boom. It just went boom. And so, we're getting a little bit of, I don't know how to draw radiation because it's kind of invisible, so let's pretend this is radiation. Now this is what is floating around this facility. Oh, and the facility is on fire. The facility is on fire. Now, you get firefighters. They don't know what's going on, because who knows what's going on? Now these firefighters come along to put out the blaze. I don't know what a firefighter really looks like. Yeah, maybe it does work in waves, but we're going with radiation particles because we are not scientific. Unless we count snakes. Snakes and megalodons and dinosaurs. It's the only time we're scientific here, okay? We do not believe in physics half the time. Anyway, so they're going and dousing the flames. They're dousing the flames. But they do not know. Right, there we go. They do not know that there is radiation waves. They do not know this. So, what happens is that then the hospital starts receiving people and this is the hospital. And so their big issue here. Now, so in this little this on fire place, there is a place called Elephant's Foot. Okay, let's just draw a foot. This is not an elephant's foot. I do know how to draw an elephant's foot, but to be fair, you all like feet. So here's a foot. Enjoy it, Snoko and Sean and Kara. This is a foot. Now, let's just add an elephant too. This is the elephant's foot. The elephant owns the foot. And now this is the area with the most radiation. Now this is toxic. This is mega toxic. And so, what do they do? Well, simple. Naked mine workers who know they're gonna die. They have, and basically, while this is all going on, the rush is going on. They want to keep this quiet. This is a secret. This is a secret. Now, these people, actually no, they're not going la la la. They're bracing themselves for death. And now these people are basically going in shifts and taking out the debris and like trying to clear the fire in shifts, doing everything these people freaking can. And they know they're gonna die. These people are gonna die. And now, so basically there were also helicopters coming in. I think, did they have helicopters? I remember something in the sky in that documentary. Yeah, they were coal mine workers. They were not great off. They were naked because of the heat. They were naked. Not with that. And so you had this thing coming and maybe dousing the fire. I can't quite remember. But anyway. So what needed is, they needed a dome over this thing to contain it. Now, we've covered the power station. We've covered that. But there were people. This was a town. Chernobyl had a town. I forgot the town's name. I think it might be Chernobyl as well. Now this is a town. And this town is being covered in radiation. So now these people, these very people, are busy trying to get all these people into buses. Into the buses. Now, these people, I don't know what, these people are just like, they don't really know why they're quite being evacuated. They don't even know. They're told that you will come home, that it is a holiday. Now you're going to be, I don't know if Russia has beaches. They probably aren't going to go to the beach in Russia because it's kind of cold there. But let's just pretend they would go to a holiday. They go to the beach. I don't know. They're going on not a holiday. They're just, you know, it's just temporary. It's just temporary. Except they never came home. Because the Chernobyl, the power factory, then got fenced off. Now, no one can come back. And it will stay radioactive for the next over 1,000 years. And people get cancer. Still. And I'm not going to draw this because this is too sad. But this was one of the worst parts for me because I like animals. But any stray dogs that were and animals that were found around, they had to shoot because they had radioactive particles and they would, kind of get everywhere. So that was really, really sad, and it was really hard for the people too. I mean, you're not cold-hearted. It's really hard animal. Anyway, we do have some good news though. We have some good news. We have good news. We have some good news. Now, there is no people. Just no people. No people means that animals have come back. Well, these animals don't live long and they're kind of in radiation zone. It means that it's being back with the thing. Yeah, you can't go into the machinery ever again. And they did have to make a new dome. But that is the very sad and very secretive. Oh, also, I remember Minnie, are you okay then? Are you shaking? Okay, you're just shaking. Feel. So basically, now the had to explain to all the other world leaders who are very confused at why there is effectively a nuclear fire in USSR's backyard. Why is there a fire in your backyard, and what on earth did you do? But they didn't really find out until the Berlin Wall came crumble. And that is the beautiful, horrific story of Chernobyl. And anything. Do we have any other stories I know of? Right, the Megalodon. I want to do the Megalodon. Why? Megalodon is dead. Now, Shark Week, a beautiful, beautiful week on Nat Geographic, shows sharks, which I can't properly draw. Oh, I can apparently draw them. I can draw sharks! Great, I can draw sharks. This is correct news. Shows sharks. And one year, once upon a time, as London Tipson says. I love London Tipson. Once upon a time, they did the Megalodon. And they said, it's alive! This is a happy shark celebrating here. Yeah, I'm not entirely well versed on Chernobyl. I watched a few documentaries and that was kind of it. But I do know the Megalodon. So they said they put out this documentary. They put out many documentaries that have influenced people. They put out the mermaid documentary, Mermaids the Body Found, where the scientists were actually actors who were paid. Yeah, if you ever see like a documentary on those things and you're not certain if it's true, I do suggest checking out the cast and seeing if they actually have a degree or if they're a paid actor. That is a good start. Please, don't be like me, who believed for about 5 years that the Megalodon still existed. I was a very blind fool. I'm very gullible, please do understand that. And that's why I'm helping all of you here, to help you know that the Megalodon is on the life. Anyway, so the Megalodon lived millions. I forgot how many. I forgot how many years ago. So don't ask me how many years ago. Meg was millions of years ago. And the Meg was the big shark that swam around the waters. I think around the coast. It basically kind of similar environment to great white sharks, but it's way bigger prey. Way bigger prey. So think around the beaches, okay? Now, it isn't quite the cousin of a great white shark, but we don't really know how it looks like because we only base it really on the teeth. Yeah. So basically, people kind of believe it would look basically just like a giant great white shark. And If anyone says that they saw a megalodon, it is not equal to a basking shark. It is not a basking shark. Got it? These are herbivorous. Now, basically, megalodon ate big things. Okay? Big things. Now, there is a thing that basically there was a big whale. This whale was as big as the shark. Don't ask, this is not how a shark looks. Now, they ate each other. Okay, 4 times larger than a shark. I am not a biologist, I'm not a zoologist. I'm just a person drawing pretty history pictures here. Okay? We're not getting stuff right. Please don't take all of this as exactly how it went. These will get you interested in it, so you'll research. I'm doing the very rough storyline, okay? We're doing this as a fun space. Now, so these 2 big things would eat each other. They'd have similar thing. It was like neither was okay. We don't really know the actual difference because it doesn't fossilize well. So maybe it's a big difference, maybe it isn't. We're gonna know. So you could be both of us. We don't really know. We don't know these kind of things. Just sad, because it'd be really cool to know things. Yeah, they're very petable, but they often get mistaken for megalodon. Now, so how is a megalodon alive? Okay, so basically we first need to break down what Shark Week is telling us. Yes? Yes, Fluffy? Sorry, I got excited about sharks. What's going? Oh, by the way, there's an ad soon, so I'm gonna have to hurry. I might have to go play chat. Okay, so how is this mega alive? Because what are our issues? Why would it not be alive? Cuddles! Oh yes, I give cuddles. Fluffy, here you go. Here, have cuddles. Cuddle. Yes, I can change my voice. Don't worry about it. So, 1. Food. There is not a sufficient population of fish to sustain the megalodon. Because we would notice if giant amounts of fish were disappearing from the ocean. 2. Food. There is nothing big enough for the meg to hunt. 3. Where? Now, this is a big shark. This is a massive shark. If it was near the coastal waters, we would know. Yes, we would know if it was by the coastal waters. Because it's a big shark, and that's where it hunted, and it used to be a lot deeper. Thank you, I needed that with my rambling. Okay. So, now I used to say, well, obviously, it went to the Marianas Trench. Like, obviously, it must just be at the deepest place. We haven't explored that much of the ocean. But that is wrong. Thank you. Oh no. Are you trying to waterboard me? This is payback, isn't it? Anyway. So basically, it cannot Pikachu! Pika! Pikachu! Pika! Yeah, we've explored so little of the ocean. However, that is correct, Jeff. Jeffy! Hello, Jeff! No, it's a happy rule here. Needed one. But Snake, you've already called me evil before, though we knew that I was evil. Anyway, so this is the area that is coastal. This is good. This is the trench. This is bad. Megalodons can't survive in the trench. Now, megalodons. Many. You need a... Thank you for all the hydrates. Everyone keeping me hydrated. Yay, hydrate. I like you. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Did anyone... Okay, so while everything was happening, I did hydrate, by the way. I did all the hydrates. I do build a potato to go to the trench on the sea. Yeah, so anyway. So, you can't have all the megalodons. Hydrate. I hydrate. I'm hydrating. Okay, none of you should have this many points. When you recheck the loyalty system is seeing how... Wait a minute. Okay, just so you know, some of you might be on track to buying things. Potentially. I do have a little mini store that I don't know how to bring up in chat. But there is a store and it has two things. It has a Discord roll for 50,000 points. And it has a chibi comp with 100,000 points. And some of you, let me check, how much are you? Currently, Sean is at 1,820. It's his birthday. Yay. Huggies, 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 huggies. But why huggies? Just so you know, I don't have a way to make anything happen. I'm still working on learning that. But they do have... What? Let me check actually what are my redeems? We have Uwu, we have Baka, Meow Meow, Squeak Squeak. Oh yeah, the Toothless Dance. I love the Toothless Dance. Woo World, we have Snackies, we have Model Switch, we have Squeak Replace Word Band, Commission a Chibi. Commission a Chibi probably needs to be higher with the amount that you might be having. Also, hello everyone! Hello. And also, for Huggies, I need to quickly go and alter that. I forgot. It's one of the ones I've now got in the rewards request queue, and some of the things should not be in request. Why is everything just going bing bong, bing bong? I'm trying to figure things out here. Oh yikes, I also have it so that everyone's going on top of each other. Uh-huh. Okay, so your reward power-ups. There we go. Really? Oh, I'm so glad, Neko. I'm so glad. Okay, let's see. I'm first edit. This shouldn't. Skip requests. Good. Skip. Skip. Yeah, everything has a queue and it's not all meant to have a queue. There we go. That works. There we go. Fixed. Now you can all hug it. Oh, I'm so glad. I want Snake to... What the what? Okay, so the megalodons. We cannot have many. It needs to be a population. So basically, you know the birds and the bees. Well, that applies to sharks. Whatever that is, actually. Now, basically, we cannot have a shark population without there being the birds and the bees. I understand. So, basically, this is a dilemma because how are you going to have sharks in the seas unless you want an inbred population of sharks? Spectre? Jeff? Snorko the snake, that's who it is, and you do not need to befriend Mercury. You do not need to befriend my friend Mercury. Please don't befriend her. I do not go in her Discord. Thank you, that's all you need to know. Don't ask who she is. Don't go in her Discord. Okay, so this was Snake Eater equals Snorkel the Snake. He renamed himself. They're the same person. No, see, she is fine. It's what's in her chat that's the issue. In her Discord chat specifically. I am not letting Jeff see Carter's art of me. Oh, by the way, do not befriend Kura either, Jeff. No befriending Kura either. You can befriend them in about 2 weeks to a month when the drawing is probably no longer able to be found as well. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. You can befriend them in 2 weeks to a month. Lots of people post art on Merc's name. It should move up enough. Yeah. I'm smart. Okay. So, now, why are there no Mercs? So we've kind of said Megs. No Mercs, Megs. Basically, we now know that there are no Megs. They cannot be sustained. So what happened to them? Well, climate change. But old. See, climate change sometimes happens in extinction events. So basically, it just happens. Sometimes the climates change over time. Sometimes species poop themselves into extinction. It happened. It happened before. I forgot what the tree's name was, but they basically pooped themselves into existence because they made too much oxygen and it was toxic to them. And they went dead. Or did they poop CO2? No, it's oxygen. Well, one of the two and they went dead. But that's all. This is not a mass extinction. This is just the megalodon just going out, and that was because food went dead. Food died, Meg died. And that's kind of the story here. Anyway, either we can move back to art. Okay, should we do art or should we do King of the Castle? Let's just do a quick poll. Since people are active, we can kind of manage poll. Okay. What do? There we go. And I will give you power. We shall use capitalism. You are allowed to use points. If you have money, you may win. Or not. I don't stream a lot, so you don't have a lot of points. None of you really have much points. And I went to King of the Castle, so I'm voting that one. And King of the Castle has already won. Unless people use money. Oh wait, are people using money? There's 4 viewers. Oh. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't enable money. Oops. Maybe that was a bad idea to enable capitalism. Oopsie. Maybe next time I shouldn't enable capitalism. I'm gonna have to start preparing for something. Because this is a war. Also, I should make sure to go and clip some of the history things I did. Because I was expressive. And I need more clips. My clips are bad. I need to eat more marshmallows. Marshies. Everyone's broke, aren't they? That's probably what happened. Oh, we need around 2 to 3 people for King of the Castle. Okay, because I now know future stream ideas. Yeah, people like the history illustrations. Okay, looks like art's winning. But that doesn't mean it's over. Because, well, I just need to finish this drawing and then we can get King of the Castle. If I still have energy, but apparently I do, because we've been going over 3 hours, so like, yeah. Contributed. Yeah, Jeff, you made art win. Of course you did. That's the most Jeff thing you could do. Now we're back to drawing Bob. I love when my bots go to war. So cute. Also, I decided at the end of every month. Okay. We did win, so I'm gonna finish this. Moving the oh. But the king of the castle, do I have to leave the bed? Let me think. To leave the bed or not to leave the bed? That's the question. Yeah, let's do a little bit of art and then we can have the chaos. It's good chaos. Oh, but some people might need to go to sleep at some point. Well, I'm not certain what time zones people are in, really. No one to keep up in one hint. Well, this might actually end up being one of my longest streams. Comfy King of the Castle, okay. Sean, you've never played King of the Castle, have you? Oh my word, oh my word. You're gonna love it. Okay, let's move scenes. Okay, we're moving scenes.